Hello, my name is Philip and this is 4 phrasal verbs. In this video I'm going to be talking about phrasal verbs that can be used with New Year's resolutions, but of course they could be used at any other time as well. A New Year's resolution is like a promise to yourself to improve. You can see the phrasal verbs over here. They are catch up, give up, see through and take up. There's also the times that the quiz and the comment practice start. Just a reminder, there's an accompanying poster for this video and the link is in the text description. So let's get started. Catch up is inseparable and intransitive most of the time. And it means to see somebody that you haven't seen for a long time and find out what they've been doing. It does have other meanings, but we're not going to talk about them in this video. So let's look at the examples that I've got for you. Sally loves to catch up with her sister and eat chocolate cakes. Jack often catches up with his friends over coffee. Let's find some real world examples. This is Meg Oakley. It's crazy how much a catch up with friends can boost your mood. Lockdown's the worst for mental health, but makes you appreciate the small things. So as the examples, it's just basically this person meeting and talking with her friends who she hasn't seen for a long time. And this one's from Derek Mitchell. He says, stay in and catch up with friends and family online. Now, this is a reply to a BBC Now show tweet, probably asking, what are you planning to do this weekend? And as you can see, this is a phrasal verb that's very useful at this time of publication, because with the pandemic, people haven't seen lots of their friends and they really want to be able to spend time with them and talk to them. But you might have to do that online. Give up is separable and transitive, and it means to stop doing something that you've been doing regularly. Now, it's nearly always used with a negative idea, something that you want to stop, and it's often used in New Year's resolutions. So let's look at the examples I have. Jack has decided to give sugary foods up, so he's going to stop eating sugary foods. Sally wants to give up lying on the sofa all evening, but she's so tired after work. So here, Sally feels that she's wasting her time. Sometimes you just need to relax on the sofa, sure, but she feels that she's doing it too much, so she wants to do something else. So let's look at some real-world examples. This is from Gabby. You don't understand that in order to go up, you gotta give up. Give up bad habits, late nights, friends who aren't pushing you, meaning challenging you, making you better, toxic relationships. Good advice there from Gabby. And the next one is from Love Breeze. I'm going try my best to give up junk food. I need to lose about 20 pounds. Pray for me. Okay, so besides the small mistakes, remember this is Twitter. We're not here to critique people's English, just to show that it's used often in real world situations. And this person is saying that I've got to stop eating junk food. Junk food is like the things that often called fast food, things that really taste very nice, but probably don't give you good quality nutrition. And you probably know exactly who I mean, but I'm not going to mention them on camera. See through. See through is separable and transitive, and it means to continue doing something until it's finished, especially something that's unpleasant. Now, it does have other meanings. It can mean transparent and it's some other things. But let's look at the examples here. When Sally sees through her goals, the recognition is almost as important as the achievement. So what this is saying here is that Sally really likes people saying to her, hey, well done, you did a great job. That's really good. All right, and the next one, everyone likes to be congratulated when they see their goals through. So the idea here is to actually finish something that's really quite difficult. We're not talking about, something that's easy. We're talking about something that's difficult. And with New Year's resolutions, maybe it's to exercise 6 months, maybe it's to lose some weight, maybe it's to learn a language, maybe it's to learn an instrument. It could be all sorts of things. And if you stop too early, then you didn't see it through. But if you finish it and you reach the level that you planned for, then you saw it through. Let's look at some real world examples. This is stand against bland. This impact. May you see through your goals and inspire another. So this person is saying, I hope that you finish what you started. And another one. This is from The Holistic Approach. Find your why, and the strength to see through your goals will swiftly follow. And what this is saying is, understand why you're doing something. If you're doing it without a clear reason or a clear knowledge of that reason, then you're less likely to be able to finish. And swiftly means quickly. Take up. Take up is separable and transitive, and it means to start a new activity, to start doing something regularly as a habit, a job, or an interest. Now, it's normally about habits, but it could be about other things. Let's look at some examples. Sally hasn't decided whether she's going to take up painting or the saxophone. Okay. Jack is also undecided between taking running or meditation up. So both of those ideas are saying, which one shall I start as a new hobby, as a new interest? Which one shall I try to improve and learn? And then hopefully, from the previous phrasal verb, to see through. So let's look at some real world examples. This is from Doug Newman. I live alone and my new hobby is feeling bad about not having the motivation or attention span to take up new hobbies. So it's kind of like a joke here. He can't find any motivation to start a new language or learning a new language, an instrument or exercise. So his hobby is feeling bad about doing that. And the next one is from Aludeo. Sorry, I haven't got my glasses, quite hard to read. You are your greatest investment. Unlike all other options, you are immune to inflation rates, currency devaluations, or value erosion. Take that course to take you to the next level. Take up new challenges. Prepare for new opportunities. Read those books. And there's more to that tweet. That's what the 1/2 means. It means that there's a second one. So he's basically saying, accept those new challenges. Start doing those new things. Well, it's time for the quiz. Let's see how much you remember. Comment practice for this week is simply to write 4 short paragraphs. Each paragraph has one phrasal verb in it. The paragraphs don't have to be connected into one long story or idea, but if they were, that would be really good. It's better to use something from your real life because then you are more likely to be able to use the phrasal verbs in real situations. This is a subscription button. If and only if you think my content is useful, please consider subscribing. This is a playlist of some other phrasal verb videos, and down here is a video that YouTube thinks is really interesting for you based on what you've been watching. And remember, do something every single day to improve your English. See ya.